Hi everyone, welcome to the Dennis Saliba channel, and in today's video I will be talking about some interesting headlines. I know it's a little bit late, at least in Australian time it's a little bit late, but there's been quite a lot going on between this year and 2023, but in 2024 in particular there's been a lot of I guess psychic energy picking up. Things are revealing themselves. A lot of lies, scandals, and truths are being revealed. And we're really living in a time of rather interesting and perplexing synchronicities seem to be playing themselves out. And at least on the geopolitical stage, we seem to be seeing what I found in my tarot readings, the sword of the North being Russia, is striking down on the profane governments of the West. So very interesting times. And I should also note that what was his name? Rudolf Steiner was a very forward-seeing kind of androphosopher, and he himself even predicted, well, two things. In 1917, he predicted that there would be a vaccine that would be used to destroy the human soul back in 1917. And he also predicted that the time for the Slavs to make their impact on the world has yet to come, which seems to be a rather interesting foreshadowing of the times we are living in now. And he was coming up with this about a century ago. So take note of the androphosopher, Rudolf Steiner. But today I want to look at a different headline, which is quite interesting for the upcoming lunar eclipse. So for those who are not too sure, the lunar eclipse has a lot of profound meanings in the non-Abrahamic scene, the non-Abrahamic scene being, paganism and even like traditional, I guess, shamanistic or animistic types of belief systems, such as with the Navajo people in the Navajo Nation. They predict that the time of the solar eclipse is actually a time of rebalancing. Things are reordering themselves. Things are coming to a head between the light and the dark. And the eclipse itself is a time of reverence as much as it is a time for preparing plans for future actions, but the great rebalancing between light, dark happens around this time. So when there's an imbalance towards the dark, there's going to be a rebalancing towards the light. And I do recommend checking out a video, which I will link in the description box down below, from the Navajo traditional teachers and their traditions about this very topic. Now, what I find is rather interesting, this ad is really frustrating me, actually. Don't know why it's going there. You know what? You're really frustrating me. Okay, so CERN to test world's most powerful particle accelerator during April's solar eclipse. Funnily enough, what's the concern? We're talking about CERN itself. To search for invisible matter that secretly powers our universe. This is by Stacey Liberator for the Daily Mail, and this was published on the 29th of March 2024. So key points: Large Hadron Collider will smash atoms together on April the 8th. The experiment hopes to discover subatomic particles that exist inside atoms, and the 20 billion accelerator will kick in the 2040s. The world's largest and most powerful particle accelerator will smash protons together on April the 8th to search for invisible particles secretly powering our universe. Theories have suggested there are 17 different particle groups and the European Organization for Nuclear Research, better known as CERN, confirmed the existence of one using its Large Hadron Collider, or the LHC, in 2012. Funnily enough, that was actually around what people predicted the Mayan calendar was going to end in 2012. Funny that. Now, the team has restarted the LHC with hopes of unraveling more mysteries of the universe, specifically dark matter. Scientists began preliminary tests by sending billions of protons around the LHC's ring of superconducting magnets to boost their energy and ensure the $4 billion machine was in working condition. And next month, CERN will shoot them a 17-mile-long journey, nearly the speed of light, to recreate conditions a second after the Big Bang. Sorry for my mispronunciation. So that's the short little snapshot there. The European Organization for Nuclear Research, better known as CERN, announced it restarted the underground Large Hadron Collider this month, sending proton beams around the massive circular machine. The better question that needs to be asked, though, is why? Why are they doing this? And what is the spiritual significance of this? Is there a spiritual significance of this? Because it is through the quality of our questions is where we find the quality of our thinking and the quality of our answers, at least on my channel. That's the way we work on this particular channel. Why are they doing this? And what is the spiritual significance? So it's quite interesting that this is happening around the time of the lunar eclipse. And again, these are just observations. These are not inherently conclusions exactly. I leave conclusions to my audience to base off evidence that I present them and evidence that they may come across that I don't come across on this show. I don't want you to make conclusions based on me alone. And if you're doing so, that's not the right mindset for this channel. I encourage you to even question me on this channel. So, CERN to test world's most powerful particle accelerator during April's solar eclipse to search for invisible matter that secretly powers our universe. And again, the same question, why and what is the spiritual significance? So that's it on this little short Dennis Saliba channel. Yes, it's been a long time since I've last posted, but I've decided to shift away from geopolitical issues. I feel like there's a lot of geopolitical channels up there, such as the Duran, Alexander Macoris, Alex Christoforou. There's the new Atlas now. There's Danny Haifong. There's a lot of geopolitical channels out there. So I'm shifting away from that, and I want to go more into the spiritual, the strange, the fortean, the unusual, the mystical. That's what the Dennis Saliba channel will be covering, more on the spiritual developments of humanity. And yeah, so thank you to the Soul Tribe out there. We are around. We do exist in countries like Down Under as well, not just in Europe, although there's a lot of Soul Tribe members in Europe and the United States. But there are people down under as well. And again, just please approach this channel with a very open mind. And I will be updating this channel a little bit more week by week. I do have a very busy schedule though. All right, that's it, everyone. Thank you so much. Humanis Invictus. And praise the Horn Gods.